knocking them down.
Another one in the hot seat.
Yeah, another one in the hot seat. We got Paul with us. Paul, real quick, if you would, just a quick self-introduction. Give us your name, who you're with, and what you do.
Yeah, sure. So, hi, my name is Paul Hanafi. I'm head of content and PR at Artec 3D, a 3D scanner manufacturer based in Luxembourg.
Artec
Luxembourg.
3D.
Okay.
Tell us about your company.
So, like I mentioned, they manufacture 3D scanners. They also develop the software behind the 3D scanners themselves.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, we don't really fit neatly into this kind of geospatial space. Traditionally, there's kind of other big names here. But we do have technologies. We have a LiDAR tripod-mounted 3D scanner called Ray 2. Recently, we introduced photogrammetry into our software as well, so you can kind of do drone capture. So it's a space we're increasingly kind of expanding our presence into.
Yeah.
We're better known for target-free handheld 3D scanners.
Okay.
And this is kind of, I guess, one of the unique points of our product is that you can have Ray 2, this LiDAR-mounted scanner, scan a room, or use drone capture to capture a space, and then use really accurate handheld 3D scanning to capture something up close that you need in high detail.
Okay. So it's like a SLAM system. Is that what it is?
Well, it's a fully integrated 3D scanner. So it's to give you an example, Artec Leo, our flagship device, has a built-in display, built-in battery, processor, the whole shebang. It's up to 0.1 millimeter accuracy. And essentially you carry it and you pick up data as you go. You capture a point cloud, send that back to the software and turn that into a mesh.
Sounds easy.
Yeah.
Well, I make it sound easy. We try to make it easy.
So who's your target client then when you're at a show like this?
So like I mentioned, Ray 2 and kind of photogrammetry capture is more what this kind of client is looking for, I think. So I'm talking to actually as head of PR and comms, I'm talking to some of the kind of drone capture magazines and people like this. And in terms of customers, I think we're kind of falling into that bracket as well. So things like geospatial mapping, capturing large objects for could even be infrastructure.
Okay.
For monitoring and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is, you mentioned, there's a lot of manufacturers here, obviously, developing the same type technology you guys are. What's the differentiator for you guys?
So LiDAR is, I guess, what a lot of people are going to be familiar with here. There's plenty of tripod mounted scanners here. As I mentioned, I think that combination with our other devices is fairly unique. So with our software, you can effectively capture more than one point cloud. You can get a LiDAR point cloud, and then you can get like a structured light or a blue light point cloud, and you can put them together and fuse them into a single mesh in one step. You don't even have to fuse them separately. Our software puts them all in one model together. And then what you end up with is, to give you an example, I write the case studies, a lot of the case studies for our website as well. And last year, a UK-based food processing manufacturer used our technology to capture a factory with Ray 2. And then they captured the machines with Artec Leo, our handheld scanner. And they merged all this data together. And they had this really cool factory model where you could see literally the machinery and how it all connected.
Wow.
And they used it to replan, rejig the factory and improve efficiency. And with other technologies, yes, you could capture a wider scene. Yes, you could capture the food processing machines up close as well. But with ours, you could capture it all in really high detail. And it is really quick, and it's completely target free as well.
Yeah,
so
that was my question about how they all like stitch together. Like what
how do you do that without targets?
So like with
without spilling the special sauce,
Well, Leo, our handheld scanner, is a structured light scanner. So essentially it projects patterns of light onto an object, and it uses that to detect geometry and texture. So it has kind of a light emitter on one side of the device and a camera that picks up the light as it reflects back on the other. And it effectively gives you dual geometry and texture capture. With target, some of the devices you find out there are going to be a lot better than 0.1 millimeter accurate.
Wow.
But the difference with our scanner is it's completely non-contact. Leo is used in places like oil and gas, for example, where they might need to create a repair clamp to fix a faulty pipeline. We have a few case studies on this already. And you can get Leo out there. You can scan it. It's completely wireless. It could be something that you can't contaminate. It could be, something that you can't touch physically. And you couldn't repair that without a target free 3D scanner.
Right. Yeah.
How long has the company been around?
So since 2010, we've been in Luxembourg. We were actually originally founded in the States, and then we moved over to Luxembourg in 2010, and we have like our production facility there. We have like our HQ there as well, but we also have offices in Japan, in China, in the US.
Okay.
We're all over the place, and we just recently opened one in Lisbon as well. I shouldn't leave that out.
Wow, that's exciting. You guys are growing. That's amazing. What about like price point? Are you competitive from that perspective?
Well, we definitely go for the professional audience.
Yeah.
So Artec Leo, I've mentioned a couple of times, is 35,000 euros, depending on your market, but that's like from Luxembourg. And Ray 2 is more in kind of the LiDAR market, which again is in the professional space. But increasingly, we're trying to come up with very much our attempt to do that. We came up with our own algorithm in-house. It's an AI-powered. I know AI is super trendy to say it's AI-powered nowadays, but we've been using AI since before it was cool, is what I like to say. So our software has been powered by AI for a long time, by machine learning, and our photogrammetry algorithm is as well. And we try to make it as kind of simple and easy to use as possible. And you can feed any data into it, any photo or video data, even with your smartphone. The listeners at home can't see your phone on the desk, but I'm pointing at it. Like any smartphone from your pocket, you can use a photo or video from there to create a 3D model. For the guys in this hall, I think it's more relevant for drone capture, for mapping and that sort of thing. But you can capture anything. You can create avatars, and silly little things like this, and you can create things for everyday usage, not just stuff for industrial usage. And I think that's key for us in addressing this kind of entry-level market.
Yeah, for sure. So what about like being at a show like this? Like what do you hope to get out of it? Like what's the objective?
Well, we want to learn more about this industry. We've kind of there's been some overlap for some time that we've had a LiDAR scanner, and now we have photogrammetry as well. We're looking to move more into this industry, so we'd like to find out more. We already have a couple of resellers here. I was just talking to the guys at Global Geosystems who have three of our handheld scanners on their exhibit on their booth. So checking in with them, identifying some potential opportunities in the space if we can. And like I mentioned, I'm in the PR side of things. I would like to talk to the journalists that are covering the event and people such as yourselves who are talking to everybody who passes by and trying to get some tidbits of information to learn more about the industry.
Well, obviously you're very passionate about it. Sounds like you love the company.
Oh, it's great.
Like why do you love what you do?
Well, before I worked for Artec, I was a 3D journalist. I worked for the 3D printing industry in London, and I really developed a taste for kind of 3D technology there. I think it's infectious once you find out about it, once you discover what it's capable of. It's really exciting. And when I studied journalism a few years back, since then, lots of people have got involved in different industries, and I'm not jealous of any of them. I think I got into the coolest one. And 3D scanning and 3D printing, there's a lot of overlap. You can almost capture anything. There's this kind of idea that you can capture and 3D print anything, and
and that's where we're at right now. You can what did you say? You can take a Leo and scan this chair and then just go make that chair.
There are literally examples of stuff we've scanned in the office on our website. we have a 3D model section. We're always, if anybody listens to this at home and they have something cool they want to share with us, they're welcome to share it. But we have like a library of stuff, and we have a very colorful chair, not dissimilar to the one I'm looking at on our website, that we were like, look at the cool texture on this chair, let's scan it, And I think there is this enthusiasm in the company as well, that the guys who develop the technology are genuinely excited about the possibilities, and they're always scanning stuff. They're always like, let's scan this, let's scan that. I mean, I've set my own time limit here. I've only got a few minutes left to talk to you guys, but in one of our recent case studies, one of our recent projects, we scanned loads of Luxembourg's landmarks with our products. So we flew drones over some of the statues that were really tall. We used LiDAR to capture from the ground, and we used at times handheld scanners as well, and we fused all the data together. So we have things like the Luxembourgish Grand Dukes, I should use the correct name, palace, like the entire palace structure we digitized. We have like statues of the Golden Lady, which is one of these famous statues in Luxembourg City, that is on there. And all of these statues are available online, and we brought them to the pavilion at the Osaka Expo. They have this World Expo each year, or I think it's every few years. And each country shows off the best bits, of what they're up to at the moment, technology-wise. And we digitized Luxembourg for this event. And it's really cool. And you could see like all the guys in the office getting really enthusiastic. Let's scan this. How cool would it be to scan this?
It's so easy.
Well, that, and you can visit without leaving your house.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how do people find out more? I know you got to get out.
So feel free to check us out at artec3d.com. We have the content hub where all the stuff that me and my colleagues write is on there that tells you how it all works. And we've got resellers all over the world. So we always say that reach out to us and we'll put you in touch with a local reseller if you want to get hands-on. And even I mentioned photogrammetry a couple of times during our conversation. We have a free trial of the software.
Nice.
So people can literally download the free trial,
Cool.
Get the phone out.
Yep.
Try and make a
Give it a
3D model
shot.
of something they think is interesting.
For sure. Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
Great conversation. Really appreciate your time, Paul.
Paul, thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
No props. Thanks for having me.